This is part two of our artificial idiocy discussion on Apple and Windows and the like. If you just tuned in, we're just talking about Mac and Apple products and whether it's really necessary or whether it's really better than the competitor or whatnot. So atobe-sama, he does not like Mac and Apple products, so he takes that side. But I, Fonstein, really like it. So we kind of have a little argument here, and this is how it continues.
Windows is
Well, it's like
global. It's like the most preferred operating system for computers worldwide. Whereas Apple products are like they're except for like iPod, they're not dominant anywhere else except for like maybe
that's where the difference is. The Windows is Windows. You can get Windows. It's the software. With the Mac, you're forced to like get the hardware as well when you want their software.
right, but the hardware is built like amazingly because they
Hmm.
made it themselves. With Windows, any third-party company makes it and they just put Windows on there. So most of the
Yeah.
computers for Windows are actually crap, speaking hardware-wise. Like even comparing battery life, like the built-in webcam, like the quality of the hardware itself, comparably, most Mac computers are better than pretty much 90% of the hardware that's on with running on Windows.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you still can't get something really good really cheaply. It's just you gotta be smart because there's so
Right.
many
That
things.
I know. There's a well. The good thing with Windows is that you get a lot of choices. You get to customize your computers.
Laptops are not expensive anymore. It's like if you're really looking
Right.
for a machine that can do stuff. I mean, really, the only doing stuff would be to like run games, and it's like, well, get a desktop, you idiot.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not arguing with that.
That's it. I can't believe people buy the Alienware. It's like, they're just tech nuts or something, obsessed with getting the technology. It's like a two
Alienware is a
thousand dollar
ripoffs.
laptop.
Alienware are ripoffs anyway.
Alienware is ridiculous.
You can build better computers than Alienware for cheaper
No,
prices.
you know how you know. No, I'll tell you how you know it's a ripoff at first glance. It's made by Dell.
Yeah, Dell hardware is crap, and their customer service is worse than Microsoft.
Everyone's customer service is crap.
Apple's customer service is amazing.
When I want to find out something, I go on forums. I'm not calling someone. I've never run antivirus software. I've fixed a bunch of really weird problems myself, none of which I really think ever had to do with viruses, just like getting rid of really stubborn spyware or something.
Well, it's not even that, the customer service doesn't amount to just troubleshooting. It also amounts to, if you have a faulty product, sending it back in and getting it repaired. Apple does that for free.
Oh, well, you don't go to them. You go to the store where you bought it.
Or you send them the product if you bought it online, is what I mean. You know.
Apple is really nice about replacing stuff.
Yeah, they're
They
amazing.
really
Their
they really
warranty
have
is
to keep up
awesome.
their customer satisfaction.
Yeah, that's what they're great with. And free shipping and like when you order a product, you get it in like 2 days. It's nuts.
Yes, no, to some extent it's worth paying for the service, the
The service,
illusion
the
of
quality, but
reliability.
I mean, the reason it's not popular is because it's more expensive. People
Yeah,
like
that
cheaper
can
stuff,
that can apply to
like with the
anything, but
360. People like cheaper stuff.
it's not that people are buying more Windows machines. It's just they're buying random machines that happen
Right?
to run Windows.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
mostly that it's licensed to businesses all around the world, and
Yeah.
Apple just doesn't get in there. But really, if you talk about like, a young person, like what are they going out to buy? They want a laptop. It's like they get a Mac. So it's
Well,
definitely got this market share. They're doing well enough, and it's because they sell
well,
them at
it's
such high
riding on
prices.
this hip. Oh, it's a hip machine for like college kids. But like even
Yeah.
if all college kids buy Macs, that's still not going to win the competition against Microsoft ever. Because it's just
No, but
like
hey, if Kojima can be so obsessed with Apple products, then it can happen to anyone.
well, I don't know. I'm pretty big Apple fan.
Yeah, no,
With
we both know it's not the computers. It was never the computers. It's the iPod. Like that's why they've always done so well. And then
yeah.
they made the biggest like advancement in technology ever by putting a phone in the iPod. It's like great. Now it's
Well,
everyone freaking
that's
has
their
to have it.
mainstream stuff though, which is ironic though because like their
Everything's
actual mainstream
mainstream.
products, I don't like iPod at all. I really don't like their like the stuff that sells well for them, because like it really doesn't do much. But Apple, like their computer stuff, I mean, like that's what they started out. Like 1970s, like Apple computers were the best.
They don't have to do anything. They have the iPhone and they let other people make stuff for them.
Well, they don't have to do anything, but
They
it's
make
because
money off of
they
it,
make
and it
really great
promotes the
computer products.
platform.
You know, I mean,
Hmm.
they don't have to, but it's great that they do. You know,
Yeah, I say if you really, uh, when you really know nothing about computers, you're attracted to the Mac. You think, oh, I have to pay more to have the security that this isn't gonna have problems or something, and it can be worth that to some people.
yeah, but most people who don't know anything about computers, they just choose to get whatever's bundled in a store, and that's usually just a Windows computer that's cheap.
And you pay a lot more, right? Well, I mean, it's just because you generally see Apple's just sold at the Apple Store, so you kind of have to have heard of Apple
Right.
to end up buying one.
But
Although
like,
they do have giant displays in every Best Buy now,
that's true.
which
But
makes me
that's
think, oh, they must be having trouble selling the laptops then if they actually have to
they
branch
do.
out like that.
Yeah, Apple computers have been failing in business for over 20 years. It's the iPod that saved them.
Yeah, and now there's the
And
iPhone,
and, and, and,
which
and the money that Microsoft gave them because of a lawsuit. But other than that, Apple
huh,
computers
nice.
have done terribly. But they're still amazing products, even though they're doing so terribly. I don't know why.
What? They weren't the ones that sued them over the Internet Explorer.
No, it's not that. It's I don't remember
Huh.
what lawsuit it was, but Microsoft ended up giving them so much money that actually saved their business.
Really? Huh. Well, that's fine. I mean, uh, brought us the iPhone, right? Well, that's what everything's led up to, and we're gonna have a new iPhone every 3 months, so it'll never, it'll
And the
never
old
back
models get
off.
cheaper, which is cool. Like I could get an iPhone for 99 bucks now, which is awesome. Although I don't want one because I don't like AT&T.
Yeah, we don't want those damn plans you're stuck in, which is gonna be just as bad if anyone else. Well, it's not just that. I mean, yeah, at least the phone is cheap to start. That's really nice, but I really would just want like it's not the iPhone that's like this great revolutionary device. It's still the iPod. You get they call it the iPod Touch. You get everything an iPhone does except make calls,
Yeah,
which you can do for free over the internet
yeah,
in
pretty
case
much.
like no one knew that. And you have all the App Store, you have, the touchscreen. Ooh,
But no one thought
touchscreen.
to, no one really thought to combine an MP3 player with the phone. And then like,
No,
Apple
I'll
does
bet
that.
I'll bet they wanted to. What do you mean they didn't think of it though? Every phone plays music. It's
I guess
just the
it's true.
iPod was always the most popular MP3
That's
player,
true.
and then it became a phone. They just did it the other way around, but
Yeah,
it still works.
yeah. Although I mean, it's only in America that it's like this commercial thing that iPhone has become, or Europe actually. Because like if you go to Asia, no one cares.
No, their phones are all better
Yeah,
still.
Japan, Korea, like China, like they have way better phones. They don't care.
Well, I have
They
one
got satellite TV on
concession.
their phones. It's nuts.
They do, man. Even when I was in Japan, just like as a few years ago now, on the trains, they advertise those phones that like it flips and like spins and plays TV.
Yeah.
I still remember that thing. Uh, I mean, well, see, after all this, I do have to say, it's like I do have an iPod that I never use because I found it on the sidewalk. So, no, I wasn't saying like, oh, I could still say that I'm not gonna pay for their products because I didn't.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna ruin the world by paying for Apple products.
Yeah. Well, I hope.
Although I, I
It's like
was I was like that with Microsoft products for a while in the past.
people get very adamant about these things. You know how much I like to. I
Well,
would
yeah,
say
you get
argue
burned
about
by a
things.
company and you have that anger that stays in you for a long time.
Oh, well, it's not just that. I'm just saying how verbal I can be about any subject, but I've been trying for years to get my brothers to stop buying Macs, and it's not working. It's like
Why?
you just get like ingrained with one thing, and like you have to have it. I don't know why that is.
Because it's good. I don't know. It's a good product.
Is it?
And that pretty much was how our conversation about Apple Windows went. But it's not over yet. There is a part 3 to this, and this part 3 actually really starts because I kind of ended up likening the whole ordeal or the deal of this to kind of like how PS3 is, and that started a tangent of a topic, and that's what part 3 is going to be. So if you guys are enjoying this conversation, then click more for part 3.